Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Schwaadeheim. It is now October. We have made some changes over at the farm. I did a little work after I left you guys in September. So let's hop on over to the farm and let's look at the changes. You might remember from the last episode that we combined these two fields. We took out the wood chips over in that section, replanted all of this in grass, and joined it together with this grass field, so we have a really nice large grass field. I went ahead and planted this field in barley. It's got weeds coming up in it, so we're going to have to do some weed control today. Our corn is ready to harvest. I also combined, I went back and forth on what I was going to combine and when, and I went ahead and I combined this field with this field. You see, I just kind of took out the path that was right here. You can see where the path was. There was grass here, that's why there's no weeds. And then we have our grass field here. So we're going to have plenty of grass for either sheep or cows. I haven't decided yet. And of course, our corn is ready to harvest, so we might as well go ahead and do that now. At the moment, we do not have a corn header, so I think I'm going to go ahead and lease one. If I decide we're going to grow either corn or sunflowers somewhere down the road, then I may go ahead and buy one. But for now, I think I'm going to lease. So let's take a look at what they got. I think that something in the 6-meter range would be good. I mean, it wouldn't take us forever with a 6-meter. But then again, there's a 9-meter, and it's not too much more than the 6-meter is. Let's look down here. What do we got there? That's 6. That's 9. That's a good price. So we're going to go ahead and lease this. We'll change it to black so it'll match a little better. Lease $2,400. We'll make that much off the corn. We'll make more than that off the corn. And now we hope that our harvester has enough horsepower to push a 9-meter header. Let's find out. Yes, it does. And we're going to get some straw out of the deal. All right, this is a good experiment for me. I mentioned in the last video that a combination of mods, the extended straw mod and the straw from maize mod, together those make a lot of straw. But I think it's really dependent on the harvester that I use, because it appears as if this harvester is not giving me extra straw, which is fine. We're not really depending on straw for too much. We're gonna make a little silage, but just an interesting experiment to see what works and what doesn't. We may try to lease a big harvester here or maybe in another series. I would like to show that off because the piles of straw are just enormous. These small fields really are fun. I make one trip around the header and it looks like I've done about a third of the field. Now, the yield's not great, but instant gratification. think I can probably make one more trip around this and be pretty close to done. And I'm not even going fast. I didn't even raise the speed on this. Whoops. Don't want to be straight spraying straw everywhere. Oh. One stalk. I missed one stalk. Drives me insane. Got a little dark all of a sudden. I think the sun must have gone behind the mountain. Gotta get that last stalk. And we're done. 10,362 liters. Not too bad. All right, I got the corn header returned. Gonna put this away. And then we'll look at some other money-making opportunities that we might have. So this is what we've got to sell right now. We have our corn that we just harvested. That's going to be worth 15 grand, almost 16 in January. Eggs, we'll probably have twice that many. Well, we're going to sell what we've got in November, so we'll have a few more. We'll have about 6 grand next month. Then in January, of course, we're going to sell all of our wood chips and be millionaires. And that's really all we have to sell right now, but we don't have anything to sell right now. So I think if we go down here, well, my mouse pointer disappeared. So let's do it with the controller. Collectibles collected, 0 of 20. I haven't looked for any collectibles and I haven't noticed any collectibles, but I think we could probably take a little time and see if we can find one or two and have a little money to keep us going. We're going to need a fertilizer spreader and we're also going to need some sort of sprayer to spray for weeds. So we need some money. So let's go looking for collectibles. I think the most logical place to start first is at our house. There's almost always one at your house. So let's go look. I haven't looked at all at the house. I haven't noticed anything, but who knows? Well, look at that. I'm not sure how I didn't notice that, but there it is. So let's grab it and let's see how much it's worth. 60 grand. Very nice. All right, that helps. I think another 60 would be nice, though. Let's start looking at stores. There's almost always some at stores. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for collectibles right now. Is there one in there? Yes, there was. Look at that. It was inside of those pallets. Nice. All right, so we have a little operating capital. That didn't take very long. And we'll do that again when we need to. But that was nice. Let's head back over to the farm. All right, I think the first thing we need to look at is sprayers. All right, so sprayers are expensive. We have this little one, but boy, it's only got a 9-meter spread. I would like to get something a little larger than that. That's got 15. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, that can go up to 28, but it has a separate tank, and I don't really care for that too much. That's 21. Use this sprayer a lot. It's a good sprayer. I think it would serve us well. 18 to 28 meters. Let's take a look at the Kverneland. Okay, as it stands, it holds 1,800 liters. We take it out to 24, we're looking at 35,000. That's not a bad price at all. And 24 meters, we should be able to cover everything we have in 2 passes. Come to think of it, with 18 meters, we should be able to cover just about everything in 2 passes. And that would save us some money. And we can always upgrade it later on. So we're going to go with this. We're going to buy the Kverneland. All right, now we also need some herbicide. And that should more than fill it up. Right. That works very well. I think anything bigger would be cumbersome and not very easy to maneuver around on these smaller fields. So I'm glad we went with the smaller one. We'll park that there for now. We're going to need another shed pretty soon. We're collecting a lot of equipment. And I have a dog that is currently complaining about not being able to get out of the room with me, when he was previously complaining about coming into the room with me. So I'll get back to you. All right, so the dog is happier now. He's in bed, so he shouldn't be barking anymore. So I've come to a decision about what I'd like to do next. And I think what I'd like to do is get some sheep and then install the Omatana Farm Factory. I think that's what it's called. It's a production that makes pretty much anything in the game. So we'll have that right here on our farm, and it'll be real easy to put stuff in it and take stuff out and sell it. So we're going to do that. The problem is that the sheep pasture, or the sheep barn that I want, is $97,000, and the factory is $50,000. And we also need a mower and some sheep. So I think what I'm going to do is take a little more time. We're going to head over to town, and we're going to see if we can't find a couple of more collectibles. All right, you guys probably don't want to see a whole lot of searching, but watching the finding is always fun. So I'll bring you guys back when I've found something. Found something. There it is. Get off my field. Hidden cleverly in a shopping cart. All right, I'm going to continue to look. I'll bring you back when I found another one. Here at the park, and I found another one here in the sandbox. All right, we're at 238 now. I think that should be enough to do what we need to do. So let's find the tractor. Here we are. And let's head back to the farm. And let's get some more work done. We're going to go with the SC Sheep Barn Big. Holds 500 sheep. Right now, we don't have the resources to take care of 500 sheep, but we're not going to have 500 sheep for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and place that right there. I like it. Then we're going to place our production. If I can find it. There it is. It's the farm factory. I want to get it right in here by this tree, but still give us room to get to the field and still give us enough room to work the field. That looks good. All right. We still have $91,000. So we're going to go ahead and lease a mower. And the reason I'm going to lease one right now, well, let's look in the sale and see if there's anything in there. Doubtful. There's very rarely anything there that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and lease this. We're going to lease the header. That's over here. This looks like it is square enough to actually use a worker. Let's see how that works. I'm sure I could have gotten away with a smaller mower, But this one does such a good job. And I really enjoy using it. So this is the mower we'll end up buying. I'm going to hang on to it for now because it's cheaper to hang on to it. That field across the street is going to be ready to mow in November. So I'm just going to hang on to that until we're ready to mow. So let me grab the John Deere and the forage wagon, and let's pick up some grass, and then we can buy some sheep. And a little spot down here, and everything counts, so I'm picking it up. So yeah, a little over 29,000 liters. I have no idea how much this pen holds either, so we'll see. Is it going to fit? No. It's going to do horrible things. But all the grass came out, so we're going to be happy about that. Come on now. Let me out of here. I'm going to buy the Steinschaft. That's what we're going to buy. Because we're in Germany, and those sheep sound German. So 500 would cost us $97,000. We don't need 500. I think we may go with 100, though. Let's see what 100 sheep cost. All right, 19,000, we can do that. We're going to buy those. Now, let's see. Okay. They eat 15,000 liters a day, and they eat 180,000 liters a year. That's 100 sheep. So if we multiply that by 5, yeah, if we have 500 sheep, we're gonna need a whole lot more grass. But for now, we're in good shape, and we'll make some wool, and all will be well. So I think that since we're gonna be making some wool, I'm gonna go ahead and install here we go, automatic shipping of animal products. And what this does is it keeps us from having to move around a bunch of wool bales. This will automatically send them over to our production to make fabric and clothes. So let's get that going. Turn that on. Distribute. Go up here. We're going to make fabric and clothes. Next month, that grass over there should be ready to mow. Hopefully. Maybe next month, maybe the month after that. We're going to make a little more silage out of this straw. And I think that is going to do it for this episode. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you did not like this video, please post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.